Hey kids, welcome to another episode of the Thetipsyirishman. Again with me is Mr. Jake, and he's going to show us some yummy stuff. And without further ado, take it away.
So tonight we're talking through a bottle that actually doesn't exist in your store yet. So hopefully tonight, after tonight, it's something you guys can look into. This is Doc Swinson's. This is a Doc Swinson single barrel pick from a local group here, MDP Liquors and Roasted Spirit and Viva, all together. Sent some guys up, did some tasting, selected a barrel, had it bottled, and sent out to the different stores. I snagged this one from MDP out in Kissimmee.
Cost?
Man, don't quote me on this. I want to say it was like $69.99.
Okay.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to tell you the proof before you taste it, because it's an amazing pour for what it is and for the cost. And you know, it's a 6-year whiskey. Doc Swinson's is non-distiller produced, so they get their stuff from MGP. Every bottle that comes out is going to be slightly different, right? Because they don't have their own mash bill. They're selecting different barrels. They do exploratory stuff. They'll get the liquor in. They'll put it in sherry casks. They'll put it in cognac casks. They have a whole other series called their exploratory series, which is really high-end stuff. Those are like the $80, $90, $100 bottles.
Not a cognac thing. Okay.
No, and I'm actually not either. For what it does to bourbon, it doesn't do much for me. Finishing is kind of weird. Bardstown just put out one they finished in a rum barrel, which is actually very good. I very much enjoyed that one. So there's some that hit and some that don't. But this one straight up, this is single barrel. Entry date was July of 2016, and the dump date was April of 2022, so right around 6 years old.
Gotta love that sound.
Gotta love that sound. Straight bourbon whiskey.
I'm a little worried already. I know I'm gonna love it, but I'm a little worried. Just saying. Who doesn't love it in general?
So the nose on this, to me, the smells I get out of this one, very classic bourbon notes, brown sugar, vanilla.
I get a turpentine.
Really?
Yeah, which means it could be amazing.
You get that off of high proofers though, which is interesting. Generally, the high proofers you get that turpentine.
But see, it
smell.
depends to me. It really goes in the nose. It depends to me. Sometimes it'll taste as turpentine as it smells, that's when I don't like it.
Yeah, see, to me, I get just the smashed dark fruit. This is a lot of jams and
Pump up the jam.
yeah, kind of plum, just real dark fruit to me. That's all I smell when I smell this. At first, I thought it was cherry, but it's not sharp enough to be cherry.
It is it's got to be high because it's just going straight. Like my sinuses are clear right now, and I haven't even put it in my mouth yet.
You know what? Let's find out.
Watch the face.
Cheers.
Mazel tov. Whoa. Oh, that's wow. I'm gonna say it's in the 120s.
So this comes in right at 121.
Ooh!
60.6%. This is coming in right at 121, which for me, it will generally drink real high.
I'm a little teary there on that one.
But I don't get that same level of hit to me. The punch isn't real instant to me. It's sweet off the front.
It's tasty. I'm not gonna say, and that, like I said, that doesn't have the turpentine.
Yeah, you don't get that turpentine taste.
Yeah.
You taste any of that fruit? You taste any of the vanilla?
It's definitely tastes of vanilla.
Yeah.
It's all in there.
That's a real sweet one.
Holy crap, Batman.
And so you're getting 6-year whiskey at 121 proof.
Went a little too deep on that one. There's not enough room for any ice. You try it out with the ice. As we do here. Oh, he's so tough.
So the ice will open it back up.
He's trying to get me drunk. And excuse my naked appearance. I woke up, beard fell off, don't know what happened. It's a long story. Don't drink and shave. That's all I can tell you. I drink and shave. Drink and trim. Don't drink and trim.
You're just getting prepped up for No Shave November, right?
Yeah.
Let that beard grow back out.
Yeah, 2 years. Down the drain. No big deal.
So with the ice on it, I'm with you. I still get that little bit of turpentine smell, which to me is more that higher
it's
proof.
Still really it's definitely, you can tell. I definitely can. I got that.
You got a nose for the proof. Like when you put your nose into it and you're tasting and you're getting that proof. Me, oftentimes I don't. I'll get lost in the different flavor notes.
I gotta say, smells better with ice in it. I think it tastes better without ice. No? Yeah? What do you think? It's rare having anything that does it both. I like it both ways.
Yeah, I don't think the ice does much to take the edge off.
No.
Which is good.
No.
I mean, I like it. I want to taste that. I want to taste that burn. You know, I want to taste that proof.
As you drink it, though, less punch.
Yeah, it definitely mellows out, and it's just like I said. It's
I knew it was gonna be high. He wouldn't let me see the thing, so I knew it was gonna be high.
Secretly, I was hoping that he wouldn't get it. Secretly, I was hoping he'd taste it like, oh, it's so good, it's so good.
Yeah. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't turn it away.
But no, you definitely got a nose for the proof, which is interesting because I just can't smell it. And you know, and if I was tasting this blind, I wouldn't get to that 121 proof. It doesn't hit me like the Bookers.
It's still right here.
So think back to the Bookers we did, right? That Bookers was like 126 proof, or the Stag Junior. Stag Junior like 130, and those were just pops. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's on there, I'm sure.
And those just hit you instantly, right? This to
I've
me,
done it so many times. There's so many things I can't keep them straight. So that's why there's a list. Go look at the list. Go to the page for the list.
This to me doesn't smack you in the face like that. It
What I like
hits
about
the front
it
of the tongue.
I like that's why I like the higher bourbons or higher proofs, because you can enjoy one or two, and you're without going crazy, and you're going to definitely know you've had one or two.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're done. That's it. You're done. You walk away.
These are one of the bottles. This is a bottle that'll get me in trouble because I'll drink 4 or 5 of these, and you go to stand up and you just fall over because
I don't even do 4 to 5 on 80. Well, once in a while, it's rare. Once in a while.
Yeah. So these guys.
I live in a 3-story. Just saying.
So believe it or not, this whiskey's actually out of Indiana. So it's distilled in Indiana.
That's
Indy,
good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
And then shipped out and finished off.
No,
Oh, you have to drive that. She has to go somewhere, and it's 11 o'clock.
Well, that high proof stuff. So we actually, my wife was with me today when we picked this up from a buddy of mine, and she wanted to taste it. I'm like, "Are you sure? Because it's real hot." And she did the same thing, took a little half sip. She's like, "Nope, not for me. Like, that's not her jam."
I do think it's better straight though. I don't think the ice really.
No, I don't think the ice adds much to
it
it.
might if you let it mellotate.
Mellotate.
I can't speak today. With like a glass of ice, maybe then, or a big ball, maybe. But one ice cube is definitely not cutting it down whatsoever.
But at least it's not diluting the flavors though either.
No, it's still strong as hell.
It's still, you're still getting all those quintessential bourbon flavors.
This would be nice. This would be something I would have like one of, and then use my daily drinker.
Yeah, and actually like tonight, you know.
Just to take the edge off the day, and then go back to the daily drinker.
So the next sample we have to
trouble.
try is a much lower proof. And so generally when you're tasting multiple bottles in one sitting, you want to start at the lower proof and work your way up because that higher proof stuff has a tendency to burn your taste buds. It'll hit you real hard.
No.
So it'll be really interesting to see what we think of this rye that we got next.
You have a palate cleaner, sir?
I don't. I just got a little bit of water.
That'll work. You want to use some water?
No, I'm gonna finish this and then we'll.
I'm gonna save this to wash that back down with.
Because this is one of my favorites. I love it. So what's the next? What we got?
Okay,
What's the
so
sample?
this is from our friend Mr. Ryan Bowles. Hi, Ryan. He's working today. Otherwise, he was going to be here for we're doing a three people show. But anyways, this is called Peerless Rye. He loves rye. No, he does not. He hates rye. This is well, you know what? You already seen it. I'm going to say I'm going to tell you what the proof is. I'm going to do it to you. No, it's 109.4 proof. So still strong.
The only Peerless product I've had, they make a double oaked, very similar to the Woodford double oaked.
Woodford is good.
The Woodford is good. The Peerless was not. I think I was spoiled by the Woodford double oak. The Woodford double oak being very, very sweet.
Not a robust smell.
Yeah, not out of this little bottle anyway.
Great bottles, Red.
I bet when we
You got those from Amazon. Got a whole like 24 cases of it.
Oh, that's the bourbon sharing bottles. I mean, this is everybody. Once you're in the community, you'll have 1,000 of these sitting in your house.
Community.
You'll just have cases of them because everybody likes to give out their samples of their
He's
favorite
got
stuff.
2 years now. I gave him that other stuff. Right.
Oh, the big ones?
He's got like 2 years now. Like, I need those back. Those aren't mine.
Yeah, see, I don't get a ton on that nose at all.
Super smooth. Super. I would say if I didn't see the thing on there, I would say it was between 90 and
Yeah, it doesn't have that
105. It's not saying one almost 110 to me, but
yeah, rye to me, I generally get that that rye spice. I
forgot it's rye too.
Comes across to me in like that Christmas cookie clove kind of scent.
See, some ryes I haven't been that way. So, like you're saying with that.
Well, the Whistle Pig's not that way, but that's Canadian rye. It's a little different.
Pig is cool.
So here's the funny thing about that Whistle Pig lineup. That lineup is huge. They have 18 different offerings, and you and I have tried one of them.
Whistle Pig is the only Whistle Pig and Clay Mays.
Clyde Mays.
Clyde Mays is the only
whiskey.
ones I've thrown out.
So I'll tell you this.
I know that's bad. I'm so sorry, but those are the only ones that
You got to be careful writing off a whole whiskey line based on one, because I did the same thing with Larceny. I had the regular Larceny small, and I hated it, and the Larceny barrel proof is great. I got one a couple weeks ago, and it's fantastic. So
I won't write them up, but the ones I've had.
Oh, listen, if you're out there and you've got a whistle pig you like, put it in a sample bottle and send it to us, and we'll see if we can actually dig into one that we end up enjoying.
Or if you don't like it, send us a whole bottle. We'll help you with it. That's us to you. Like, we want to make sure we have this. Lovingness going on.
I just get straight vanilla clove. It's gonna be interesting. Cheers.
I kind of get what you say about the clove part. Yeah. Now, see, for a rye, that's not bad.
That's good. That's actually very good.
Ooh. Mark it, the date and time.
Yeah,
that wasn't bad.
This isn't the only one. So, Midwinter's Night Dram comes out of the High West Distillery. It's crazy hard to find and really expensive. My buddy Chad hooked me up with a sample. It's the best rye I've ever put in my mouth. Absolutely loved it. I'll never find it again. What she said. I don't even know if I really want to put too much ice on this one. I kind of enjoyed that. Like I said, the regular Peerless, I'm not a huge fan of. The Peerless Double Oak didn't blow my socks off, but this is good. This is absolutely something I think I could just sit around and sip on.
Yeah, sipping. Definitely sipping.
Yeah, no. That rye spice, man, it's different from an alcohol burn. It's just like drinking
just amazing I can still taste anything after that last thing.
We did it in the wrong order.
It's more in the throat than the tongue.
We did it in the wrong order for sure.
Your reaction was quite different than his reaction.
So
So we had a discussion the other day about how we should start doing some tastings on camera. Blind tastings where someone, we don't know what it is and we mix it around and move it around, because probably had I known that it was that thing, my reaction would have been completely different, because I went in blind. I was like, you saw it, you were there.
What started the whole conversation was the Knob Creek 15. I opened Knob Creek 15 and just I didn't love it.
They had that at the Walmart.
Yeah, for $89.
No, it was, maybe it was.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap at the Walmart.
Yeah,
that Knob Creek 15, the first time we opened it, and I was in a group with a couple buddies, and we just didn't love it. I think it came in like 5th out of 8 that night. I let it sit for a few months, and I had my wife pour me 2 blinds, and she brought me that, and I swore it was E.H. Taylor, and it was not. It was a Knob Creek 15. But once things get air on them, once they sit for a little bit, your palate could be in a different place. What you ate that night could impact what you're tasting, how stuffed up you are with your sinuses, or there's just a million things that go into it.
My sinuses are clear right now. I'm saying. I want to taste that. I'm going to tell you what I think after that. What you say with the ice? Little velvety?
Very velvety.
See, he's got some skills.
Great mouthfeel. It's kind of almost oily on the palate. It kind of.
I'm all right, but he's awesome. So if what I say, he goes, yeah, you're right, Ed. I'm like, that's.
No, for sure. That's actually really good. And what's crazy about this Peerless Rye, it exists in the wild. Like you'll run into that at Total Wine. You'll run into that at ABC. You'll find this sitting on the shelf. So I
gotta say, go to your local Walmart liquor stores. I went in there. I've never been in any one ever. Well, maybe once or twice back in the day. But I went into the one that's in my town. I've never been in for 5 years. I went in. I was amazed at what I saw there.
You're giving away all the good secrets, man. Stay out of my Walmart.
I didn't say what city it was.
So Walmart for a very long time
they don't know what city we live in.
Well, it's pretty easy to figure it out. So the Walmarts around us.
It's the one in Oviedo.
The Walmarts around us for sure get some interesting things throughout the year, and the vast majority of them don't know what they're looking at. They, when it comes in, it'll just show up on the counter. They'll just put it on the shelf. You can walk through your local Walmart liquor store, and they'll have the tags on the displays for E.H. Taylor, for your Eagle Rare, for your Blanton's, just sitting on the shelf because as they get it, they just put it out. They don't hold it. There's no list. There's no raffles. So if you've got one near you and you can kind of pop in, great.
There's no list at my store either. You just got to know somebody.
Yeah. You know who's famous for the list is Winn-Dixies. The Winn-Dixies do the lists a lot. And they're huge. They're like 3 or 4 pages long. And when you get your call, it's, hey, come pick up this Blanton's. And you had to wait 2.5 years to get it. It's,
like minimum.
Yeah, it's not ideal. So honestly, your best bet, go support your local store. Go support your local.
Come in, if you know where I work. Come in, say hi.
Mention the show.
And have a dialogue. Don't just come in like you're a collector and you're, I need this Buffalo Trace Eagle Rare, Blanton's.
We've been sitting in the store having a conversation, and somebody will open the door and just go, you got any Blanton's? And then close the door and walk out.
You know what I say? I got a case in the back. I ain't got shit.
It's funny to me how...
Just letting you know.
the new whiskey hunters haven't quite figured out that
You got to finesse. You can't just walk up to a girl and say, hey, you want to bang?
Yeah.
You got to take her out to dinner, buy her flowers, pick her up, treat her nice. At least 2 dates. I'm just saying.
man, go back to that doc now.
I just did. It's so good.
It's really good. It mellows out. That ice cube really mellowed it out. Takes the edge off it. I actually, you know what? I had one of my local bourbon clubs had a meetup, and I got a backup bottle of this at the meetup for $60.
Oh, don't tell me that.
I was pretty pumped about that one. It was. I got a backup bottle of this, and I got a backup bottle of John J. Bowman Single Barrel, which maybe we'll do on the next show because it doesn't exist in Florida. You can't get it in Florida. It's not distributed here. He needed a couple bottles back from a work trip he was
Also,
on.
what's hard to get in Florida is Garrison Brothers. I know you don't like it, but if you go to a particular Publix in Oviedo, there are 3 bottles of small batch and what's the other one?
Oh, the $99 one. The silver top. I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah.
It's Texas whiskey. It doesn't do
It's
anything.
Texas whiskey. But there's some available if you're interested.
You guys have actually been crushing it lately. Your Russell's 10 for $35 is unbeatable. The Angel's Envy Rye finished in the casks for $84 is crazy. Like the fact that it sits on the shelves in his store doesn't make sense to me.
But we're trying. We've got some people trying to give it love.
Yeah.
But listen, you got something you want, you come on in, we'll see if it's available, and we'll try to get it. Hey, we can't say what it was, but we got some amazing weird crap yesterday.
Yeah,
And
that was a weird one.
And it shouldn't have been there, and it showed up because I'm awesome, and it came in. So if it's out there and it's allowed to come to Publix, it's in my system.
And it's worth it.
And
It's worth an ask.
sometimes they just say, you know what, he's crushing it, and they send me some. That's what happens.
Well, this is the time of year, so if you are a diehard whiskey
absolutely.
hunter like myself, because I'm an insane person, I will probably be in 50 stores over the next 2 months because this is the time of year that things drop. This is when your Buffalo Trace antique collection drops. This is when each tailor generally does a giant drop right before Christmas. Like they'll do
Frank Sinatra, Jack Daniels.
Yeah, that Frank Sinatra Jack Daniels or the single barrel Jack Daniels, which is actually really good for the price.
I can't get it.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's hard to get your
Got
hands
a
on the
spot
stuff.
for it. It actually is a shelf item. Can't get it.
Yeah, it's because honestly, and if you did have it, it would fly off the shelf because it's one of those last.
I ordered
jewels.
13 cases, and I still haven't got one unit, let alone a case or two. Yeah.
But this is the time of year. Go hit up your local guy. I know last week birthday bourbon dropped here in Orlando. We had a couple birthday bourbons, Old Forester birthday bourbons hit local. A lot of them will go straight into raffles because they only get 1 or 2. But I know that a couple friends of mine were lucky enough to pick up some bottles, and it's just from October to January those late season drops. It gets real interesting here. You guys are going to be real busy over the next couple of weeks for sure.
First week in November, we're getting all the gift sets too. Just letting you know.
You know what? these are
Also,
Buchanan glasses right here.
Also, little tip for when you have. So a lot of since COVID, a lot of the specialists that work for Publix have changed how they take care of you with the old special stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when a person walks into your store, you walk into the store and the person there says, "Hey, how you doing? Can I help you find something?" You said, "No, I'm good." And then you walk and you're searching your bourbons and your whiskeys. And you go, "Hey, do you have any?" No, we don't. If I ask you if you need something, I know why you're in the store. Just come clean, come talk to me. We'll figure something out. Because I've always got some kind of special something hanging around somewhere, something special.
Well, and this is, like I said, this is the time of year where most stores are going to be getting a lot of it. You're talking cases, E.H. Taylor, Blanton's, Eagle Rare, the stuff for Christmas.
So those particular, a lot of that stuff you just talked about, I had a discussion with my distributor. I'm going to get some love this year. So, if you know me,
come say hi.
come say
Come
hi.
knock on the door, come say
Let's
hi.
have a
Hey, love the show.
And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, well, then that's the first question I'm going to ask you when you come talk to me. Did you subscribe? Because I'm going to know if you're lying. But listen, we're running out of time because we want to make this a fast beat show. So I want to thank my friend here, Mr. Jake, and as always, Mr. Ryan as well. And as always, drink one for you and me because we're drinking one for me and you.
And everybody.
And everyone else. And sorry, this is the hitting. And we'll see you on the next one. And grow a beard because mine's gone. Oh, crap. See? The damn button. Hey, director, can you hit the off button?